Anyway, well, what was we talking about again?
We're back live.
We're back live. What was we talking about again? I forget.
Yeah, we was continuing off about other
another M. Yeah.
And
yeah, you just had these guys just complaining about it, even though the fucking game hasn't even fucking come out. It's just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, dude, it's like I told you before. It's funny how they're gonna bash it for what it's worth. They don't know anything about the game yet, other than it's gonna be in third person. You know, it's gonna have the whole style, action style. The whole action style type thing, and yeah, in the end they'll probably like it, but they won't admit it just because it's not a truly it's not a Super Metroid, or it's not a Metroid in their eyes. But then again, fanboys, who the fuck are you seriously? You aren't the ones who make the game. You're the ones you're the stupid ass consumers who buy it, and make these guys money. So if I were you, I'd shut the fuck up. I'm just saying.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Now, moving on, let's see. I want to save the nitty-gritty for last. So next up is fucking Pokemon.
No.
When it comes to the Pokemon franchise, as much as I have my disagreements about the series and where it's gone, this is shit I've seen people complain about for the stupidest fucking reasons.
Yeah.
Case in point, there was this one argument at a forum I went to, where you had people complaining about. Well, they were sitting there and complaining about how the Kanto gym leaders all ended up getting different outfits.
Oh, yeah.
An updated look and shit.
I mean, obviously, if it's going to be a remake, you know that you're going to expect to see, everything remade. It's a remake. Everything's revamped.
Yeah, I mean, the fans are sitting here, mostly they were sitting there and complaining about fucking Sabrina. Sabrina had to get the one that was getting the most heat for some reason. Because apparently now that she's no longer rocking the little bodysuit that she was rocking, now she pretty much has a bit of a haircut. She's rocking like a tank. She's rocking a tank top and some freaking pants. And people are sitting here and whining about how apparently now she's dressed like a fucking slut. She's no longer the respectable Pokemon trainer that she was several games ago.
I mean, implying that she was respectable to begin with. No, I'm not trying to say that like in a bad way. I mean, obviously, she in the show she was portrayed as some badass hardcore
some
psychic, some dark psychic chick that she would mind rape you if she had the chance.
But mind you, that's the fucking see, and that's the problem I have with these fans. Like with a few fans, it's like they want to take what's canon from the games, and take what's canon from like other parts of the media, such as the anime and the fucking manga, or whatever, and they try to get that shit all confused and shit. You can't do that.
So yeah, of course, but like I said, then again, that's the reason why is neither one is canon to each other. Like the show and the video game.
Yeah, the show and the game are fucking completely different entities, and people want to just want to take personalities from the show and then put it into the fucking game. And
yeah,
realistically, you really can't do that because it contradicts each other.
Yeah, pretty much.
And case in point is what they was doing with Sabrina. And it's like, despite the fact that she does end up getting a fucking an updated look, it's not gonna change the fact that she's still a psychic Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, realistically, she's still gonna be the badass Pokemon trainer who was kicking your ass when you were under leveled.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, she's still gonna rock her basics set Pokemon, which obviously is gonna be Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam. Maybe Drowsy and Hypno. But other than that, I mean, Sabrina's still going to be Sabrina, regardless of whether she's, dressed in a tank top, wearing tight jeans and whatnot. I mean, you can't really judge a character
then of course,
based on appearance.
Yeah. Then, of course, you have people complaining about how Misty looked and all this shit. I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like,
because she wasn't in her yellow tank top and she didn't have those tight little short shorts. We can't see her tight little ass.
Implying they weren't sitting there beating off to those fucking sprites when they was talking about that shit. Bunch of fucking. I'm sorry. That has to be the stupidest shit. Now, outside of that, then you have the series that suffers from the basic, fan stupidity, like fucking, we have people fucking complaining about, oh, this Pokemon is broken, oh, this Pokemon is overrated, oh,
this Pokemon's better than that Pokemon. Another, like a whole new fucking genre of fucking fan wars. Pretty much people talking about, oh, Lucario Capone Mewtwo, oh no, Mewtwo Capone Lucario. I was like, really? Like, when did it become this serious?
That you gotta love how apparently like after Lucario pops it, it's like no the freaking series is catering to freaking fur fags, and I'm like really. Implying the entire series does not do this. It's a show about anthropomorphic characters.
Yeah.
You know there's gonna be certain sects of the furry fan base all over this.
No, of course.
And you're complaining, and people are complaining about Lucario.
But
my god!
But I mean, dude,
oh my fucking!
It's
There's been.
It's to be expected.
Dude, ever since the fucking first gen popped up, there was nothing but Pokemon porn floating all over the fucking internet.
Of course, sure, freaking Misty X Ash,
Dude, not even Misty X Ash. Look, you got Pikachu and fucking Ash, and Pikachu and fucking. Like, people are complaining about this now, really. Oh my fucking, shaking my head, shaking my fucking head.
What they need to do is just, they just need to step off that shit. I mean, because really, I mean, at this point, it's not really that serious. I mean, if you guys didn't complain about it before, why the fuck are you complaining about it now?
Because don't you know, Pokemon has run its course.
I mean, that is to be said, but I mean, as most kids TV shows go, if it's obviously doing well and success, what makes you think they're gonna stop it? I mean, we could sit here, we could talk smack about how it's overrated and all this other stuff, but realistically, at this point, I really don't get two shits. I mean,
if it's making fucking Game Freaks and Nintendo money, hey, more fucking power to them. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
I mean, sure. I mean, there is that. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I stopped caring about Pokemon after Gold and Silver. Because if you ask me, I think Gold and Silver, that's where Pokemon hit its peak point. I mean, it was the first of the series to actually feature night and day elements. It was the first one to actually you could if you find trainers, you can take down their Poke numbers or whatever the fuck it has on your Poke Nav, and you could if they wanted a rematch, they'll call you up and you can rematch them again. And and not to mention that second gen Pokemon, they were pretty badass. I mean, those three starter sets, Chikorita, Totodile, and fucking Cyndaquil, and dude, Bulbasaur what? Fucking Squirtle what? They were mad awesome. Now, when it came to Ruby and Sapphire, I mean, okay, fine, Trico,
Totodile, and
wait,
was it?
you gotta be careful with that one.
I was like, no, we not saying we can't have those Pokemon popping off yet.
It was pretty much Trico. You had who the fuck was it?
Was it Mudkip?
No, Torchic. Yeah, Mudkip. I mean, I didn't mind that.
I heard you like Mudkips.
I mean, I didn't mind that third gen too much. Now, when it came to Pokemon like Diamond and Pearl, and once you have people started saying, oh, the next legendaries, they're gonna have, we're gonna make them, godlike, with Poke, this one is supposed to represent, Poke God, and this other guy is supposed to represent Poke Satan.
Giratina is supposed to represent fucking the Satan of fucking the Pokemon. I'm like
what?
Okay, y'all need to stop now.
Yeah, seriously, I didn't know Pokemon could go into this whole religious sect. Seriously now? I just stopped with that altogether. It's it's not.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, it was at its high point when you already had the previous legendaries being praised as gods as far as the games go. Now you trying to go into this whole series with Pokemon pop up and they're actual gods. It's like, okay, but that's for discussion for another time. Now, let's get to the nitty gritty.
Oh yeah.
We did Pokemon, we did Zelda, we did Metroid. There's only one left. You know who that is?
Oh yeah, of course.
You know who that is.
It's the mean Italian and his mustache. And
it's the plumber from fucking. It's the Japanese plumber from fucking Brooklyn.
Yep.
It's fucking it's Mario's turn now. Now, as far as all of the Nintendo's franchise fans go, these guys have got to give me the most headaches. These are the ones that are the easiest to butthurt. These are the ones that are easiest to get into arguments with. These are the ones that will sit there and they'll glorify their franchises to no end. And when you point out certain flaws to their shits,
they'll call foul and actually they'll disregard your comment and look at you oh my god, did you just say that? Yes, I just said that.
Now, as far as but aside from the basic fan faggotry goes, with what we said right now, you got these guys that freaking go around and they have their franchise that's doing, let's not kid ourselves, it's doing pretty well. But you got these guys that'll sit there and they'll fucking nitpick and complain about shit that makes no fucking sense.